Hello, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Jessica, and today I have for you a great no equipment seated leg workout. I have very sensitive knees, but I know how frustrating it can be when you still want to work on your health and fitness goals, tone up those legs, but you still want to avoid pain. Everything today will be low impact, nice, easy pace, developed to strengthen the legs, encourage strength and stability within the joints, as well as increase muscle tone and strength. The only thing that you need today is your chair, a smile, and to make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. We are 3 subscribers away from my half-yearly goal. So if you haven't already, I would appreciate it. It's always free to hit that button before you head out today. Okay, go ahead, get set up, and we'll get moving. We are ready to go. We're gonna start here by walking those feet under us, getting the ankles right underneath the knees and right in a narrow stance. So you don't wanna be any wider than your hips, somewhere in between. And we're gonna start here with some toe taps on the right foot. You're gonna feel this front shin muscle warming up. Really important to keep that nice and strong for ankle mobility and strength. Great job here. It gets tired pretty quick. This is a small muscle that doesn't get a ton of use, so that's okay if you need to slow it down. Let's switch that over to the left side. Tap this one here, give the right one little bit of a break, warming up into the ankles here already. I definitely consider them part of the legs. Great job. Stick with this for a couple more seconds. Normal if one side is stronger or better flexibility than the other side. We will even them out in time. Go back to the right leg here. Great job. If you would like to start increasing a little bit of the calorie burning, just give me some easy arms here. It could be a reach out, could be a light bicep curl. It'll distract you a little bit from what's going on in this leg as well. Let's take it over to the left side. Last time here. Great job. Option to keep moving those arms anywhere that feels good, whatever comes naturally to you here today. Keep nice and strong. Even on this side, this is not my stronger side. Great job here. Heel lifts. Pair that up with some arms. If you want to increase the heart rate, get a little more calorie burn, you can always choose to skip those arms as well. Everything today is optional. If something doesn't feel right, comfortable, or safe in your body, I want this workout to work for you. So feel free to modify the exercises, maybe a smaller or slower movement, or maybe you substitute in something that you know happens to be a better fit for you. Great job here, working on stretching the fronts of the ankles here. Little bit of strength for the calves as well. And let's go ahead here. Out at a little bit of an angle. So one foot is going to step forward and out. The other one is going to come back and out. So just imagine a nice little rectangle box, and we're stepping here. Now I know it's not legs, but I do want you to tighten up those core muscles so you're not bouncing through the upper body as we're moving those legs here. So keep those legs as small as you can while minimizing the work and movement through the core. Good. We can always build on this later. We're still just warming up here. Great job. Little bit of movement in the knees. Let's go ahead, even out our sets, step it in, make 2 fists here, right in between the thighs. I don't want you squeezing really hard on your hands. These fists are just to prevent us from buckling those knees in. We're gonna go side to side here. Little bit of mobility for the ankles, taking these leg bones over to the inside and outside. So we created mobility and stretching through the front, through the back, and then we'll go ahead and shift side to side as well. Great job here. This one shouldn't be uncomfortable or painful. These are nice, easy warm-up stretching exercises. We're not trying to stress out anything in the body. Beautiful. Take these toes, tap them to the front. We're going to add on to this just a little bit so we get into the hips as well. Right now we're getting a little more movement, obviously in the ankle, but also in the knee here, extending it long and pulling it back. So flexing and extending through those knees. This is a good time to check in and see how they're feeling today. Knee, ankle, low back pain, it can be so different from day to day. So maybe this is a day where you're already kind of clocking it on the radar that maybe modifications are good for you, or hopefully you're having a really good day where you can work within some bigger challenges for the body. Beautiful job here. Let's go ahead, step the right leg out, step the left leg out, just as wide as you can, keeping those knees over the ankles. So I don't want them buckling in. Even if it's still narrow, that's okay. We'll work on it in time. Reach for the floor, bring it back up. Nice and easy in the hips. You can even just reach down, touch the shins, and back up. Nice, good hip opener here. Good release for the low back, as long as you're not rocking those hips back by pushing the stomach forward. Keep it pulled back. Beautiful job here. Expand on this a little bit, bring it back up. You can put hands to the chair or opposite side. Bring that right leg up. Keep these knees over the toes. It's okay if you need to bring it in a little bit. Stretching through the backs of the legs. Already a little bit of work in here. Good, let's go ahead, take it to the left side. Slow, easy pace with yourself here. Even if you just come to the toes, if you have a nice inner thigh stretch as well as a deep hip stretch, that is all we're looking for. You don't need to push yourself any bigger than what feels good in your body. Our movements, my movements, someone else's movements, your movements to someone else's or to mine, they don't have to look the same for them to be working on progressing you towards your fitness goals. Great job here. Take those legs on into the sides. Easy kicks to the back. Make sure that you are not going to kick the leg of your chair. Swing that heel up and back a little wide. You can widen out those knees just a touch. As long as that core is nice and stable, feel the backs of the upper thighs right in those hamstrings working. Nice and easy here. This brings us to our first exercise. Arms are always optional. It's just gonna give you, again, a little bit of an increased heart rate, which is gonna help you burn a little bit more calories and a little more body fat. But if you wanna just focus on leg strength or it's not right in your body, you can totally skip that as well. Here we go. We're gonna take this right leg, kick it out and over towards the left. So I'm gonna draw this leg off of the floor, swing those toes just in front of where my left leg would be if I had a narrow stance. You should feel inner thighs here. Option to throw in some arms. Beautiful job. As you lift, we're not kicking hard and sharp into the knee. Point those toes a little bit. Try to pull the kneecap up so you have this nice big upper thigh muscle working. We're not in a rush. Very good. Remember, slow and patient today. If you want to feel that heart rate increasing, you want to feel the blood pumping, just put in those arms. And if it's just not a good fit for today, just focus on these legs. Whew, feel those leg muscles working. Beautiful job. Tuck that right foot out of the way, step that left foot back just a little bit, and same thing, kick over right up in front of the chair. of the leg on that right side. Same thing here. Arms are optional. Increase that heart rate a little bit. Very good. Make sure you are minimizing movement through the trunk of the body. We don't want the low back overly working here and becoming tense and stressed. Shoulders out of the ears. We don't want anything funky in the neck either. You're doing a great job. Slow and steady. Beautiful. Just kicking over to the side. Soft point in the toes. Easing into knee extension gently. Great job. Top of the leg. I really feel this one here. Good. As those muscles start getting nice and warm, it starts becoming challenging. Just remind yourself, this is how you get nice and strong. There's always the price to be paid for your goals. Always work within a comfortable level, but keep yourself challenged. Great job here. Last one. Beautiful. Whew, goodness. All right, take those legs back wide. We're gonna kick just the right leg up, and then I want you to swing it forward just until those toes touch the floor and back. Great job here. So heel up to the back. Awesome. If you want to throw in some arms, you put them wherever they feel good. I'm going to focus here on keeping my core nice and stable. I might give myself a little help with balance here with this left arm. We are working out together, but it doesn't have to be the same. Beautiful job here. All right, are you guys ready? I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. Hold this leg up to the back. Pulse it. Toe comes just barely to the floor, and you lift that heel back up. Feel the back of the leg getting nice and strong there. Even if it's small, you will feel this. Core pulls in. Great job here. I know it's talking to me. The back of the leg talking to you too. Hang in here. Step it forward. Give that leg a little shake. Let's go to the other side again. Step it wide. Same thing. Toe comes lightly to the front. Heel up to the back. Good job here. Nice big range of motion to start. We'll tighten this up a little bit. Feel the backs of those legs working. The only complaint I really have about chair workouts is it can be a little difficult to find enough work for the booty and the backs of the thighs. But I've got you covered, so don't worry. You're gonna get plenty of work for them here today. Hold it back here, pulse it back. Lift that heel, very good. Knees relaxed, shoulders are out of the ears. Wonderful job, just toe barely to the floor, bring it up as high as you can, keeping control. Whew. Nice and warm here, nice and warm, you've got this. Beautiful job, let's just take a few more seconds. See if you can get maybe 2 more. And bring it to the front, easy kicks. Point those toes. Good, again, not kicking hard and sharp. Into the knees. Great job here. Feel those legs working. And let's go ahead, right leg only. Kick and pull back. So kick and pull the heel back. So I'm going to point the toes forward, and then I'm going to drag the heels back with my toes lifted. So forward and back. Very good. You can always throw in some arms here. It's optional. Don't feel bad if it's not a good fit for you here today. Feel these thigh muscles up here at the top working. Great job. Nice ankle mobility stretching here. We're not applying any force. You're just moving in your natural range of motion, loosening everything up in there. over time, it will get better. Beautiful. Let's tuck that one on under. Give that leg a little love if it needs it. And let's go over to the left side. Same thing. Extend, point the toes, drag the heel back, stay off of the floor. So there's always going to be a little bit of work and muscle engagement here through this thigh. Beautiful. Hang in here. Arms, if you would like. Sometimes it can make it hard to remember where those toes are supposed to go. I like to mirror my hands to match the foot movement. Just makes it easier for my brain to get it sorted out. Of course, arms are optional. Hang in here. You are doing a wonderful job. Hopefully this leg workout will go by nice and fast because you're having a good time here. Time flies when you're having fun, or time flies when you're getting fit, I'd like to think. Beautiful. Let's take a few more here. Last one. Take it on down. Beautiful job. Now, what I would like you to do is get this left leg out of the way just a little bit and take this right leg here to the front. Hands can come to the chair or to the thigh. I don't want you to leave your seat. The only thing I want you to do is press this foot into the floor and rock a little bit of body weight into it and lean back. Almost like you were gonna lean forward to stand up, except we're skipping the standing up part. We're just gonna lean forward and back, leaning forward, putting weight into the leg and using that foot to gently bring the body back into the chair. Don't fall into your chair. Keep it slow and controlled. If leaning forward and lifting is a little bit too much, just push the foot into the floor. You don't even need to lean forward. Just push this leg down. You'll feel the booty working. You'll feel this nice muscle here on the inside of the knee working. Really important to keep that strong. Keep all of those knee ligaments nice and supported with good muscle strength. Beautiful job. Feel some work here. If it gets tiring quick, that's okay. Come to the modification just by pushing that foot into the floor, driving the heel and the sole all the way to the ball of the foot down. Beautiful. Hopefully this leg is getting just a little bit tired. Let's switch it on over to the left leg. Step that right leg out of the way. Left foot goes wherever you feel like you have nice, solid footing. So it can be different depending on a whole wide variety of things. Just know your placement could be different. Go where it feels comfortable and natural for you. Same thing here. Lean it forward and back. This is the leg for me where this knee, both knees are pretty sensitive, but this one is especially sensitive. So I'm not as strong in this leg because my body is kind of always trying to protect and minimize any sort of movement in this leg. So for me, I know I like to really challenge myself on this side, try to catch it up to the strength in my right leg. But when I'm doing one-legged exercises, I can definitely feel it's not as strong. There's not as much strength in here. I definitely need to modify more on this side if I'm having a cranky knee day. All that to say, if it's the same for you, don't be frustrated with yourself. Be proud that you're not giving up and that you're still working on it. I have to remind myself of that all the time. Beautiful job here. Keep going. Use the strength in this leg. Remember, if leaning forward is not for you, or if you're getting really tired, just push this leg straight down. Make sure your body is stable in your chair. Up and down. Good. We have just a few more. You're working at your own pace, working with whatever amount of time works for you for holding strength and for resting strength in between. Really make this workout your own. I trust you not to cheat yourself. You put this workout on for a reason. You did not come here to avoid work. Beautiful. Let's take one more here. Give it a nice, good, solid hold, and then release. Beautiful job here. Give them a little bit. Let's just go ahead and do a nice, easy march. We'll give some of the big leg muscles a little bit of a break, but we'll still keep the body warm and that heart rate up. This is a good workout here today. Good. All right, step it out just a little bit with the right leg. Left leg is gonna come to the center. It's not moving a whole lot. Most of the movement is gonna be in this right leg. We're gonna lift this leg, cross it over, heel lift with the left. Lift and tuck it back. Good job. If you need to adjust your footing, go ahead, of course. If crossing the leg is not quite accessible for you here today, that's okay. Just cross the ankles and lift the heel. Nice hip strength here, using some of those outer thigh muscles here wherever feels best for you. I just want a little bit of weight from this right leg on top of this left leg as you come into that heel raise, giving the backs of this lower leg a good amount of work. These muscles, when we're walking around, these calf muscles, they get a ton of work and they don't really fatigue easily. They're meant to be long usage or kind of endurance working muscles. So adding a little bit of resistance to them does increase how much strength you will develop here. Same thing, crossing at the ankles. You still have that weight. As you're lifting that heel, some of that weight from that leg is in there. Definitely feel the right leg working. Go ahead here. Let's just take some heel taps to the front again. Just giving those legs a little bit of a breather, keeping that heart rate up, stretching the backs of the ankles. And then let's go ahead here, step the left leg wide. Same thing, adjust your footing if you need to, cross it over and lift. Back down. So you're only opening as far as you can where it feels good in your body and the knee is over the ankle. So I don't want you here. I don't want you with that knee buckling in. Funny things start happening in the ankle there. So just tap it out to the side, lift and draw it back in. You should be getting a nice hip stretch here. This workout today, it's really about creating mobility in the joints, strengthening the muscles that support those joints. Good, so a good blend of stretching, strengthening, and of course, toning. Good. I would like to think that we all work out just so that we are nice and strong, nice and functional, and that the aesthetic goals come last. But I do know for some of us, myself included, sometimes I'm a little more motivated by, whoo, how are they gonna look? Nice, long, lean legs, or man, I'd really love to get this or work on that. And sometimes I don't put enough importance on making sure that everything is really functional and stable too. So we're blending all of that together here today. Very good. I know we've been working here for a little bit. Let's take one last one here. Beautiful job. Take it on down. Just give them a nice, easy march here. And let's go ahead again, work on these outer thighs. Just draw this right leg up. Open that knee out to the side. My ankle is going with my leg, so I'm not leaving my ankle here or letting it bow down to the floor. Good, so that foot rotates out with this leg. Wonderful job here. We are definitely on the downhill slope. Hardest parts are over. You have done amazing. Hang in here with me just a little bit longer. We'll get you stretched out. We'll get you cooled down. Feel nice and good. Go ahead, switch this over here to the left leg. Same thing. Just tap those toes lightly. into this right leg, open and close the knee. Let this ankle go with the leg, keeping nice alignment all the way down. Awesome job here. Take a few more here. I know this is a big one after some of our other big thigh movements. Wonderful. Take it on down. Walk those feet out just a little bit. Lean yourself back into the chair. Flex these toes up on the right leg and give me a little pulse. As I'm pulsing up, I can feel the back of my thigh still touching my chair. You don't want to lift really high and start irritating these hip flexors. I just want enough that you feel a little bit of extra work in these thigh muscles right here on the top. Flex those toes up, pull that kneecap up. You are doing wonderful. So the lift is actually only about 1/2 inch to 1 inch tall. It's not much. My leg is shaking. You should feel plenty of work here. It's about this constant hold rather than a big movement. Take that one down. Let's go ahead here, rock forward into that ankle, giving it a nice counter stretch right away. We don't want anything fussy. And let's switch it over to the left side. Roll those toes all the way back towards you. Lift and lower. Still feel that thigh right at the chair. It just gets a little bit lighter and then a little bit heavier as I lower this leg. Wonderful job here. Keep going. I know this is a big one too. Lean against your chair for support. Just let this leg work. We don't need anything else. Joining into the party. Take it down and lift that heel. Point those toes down to the floor. Counter stretch right away here. Great job. Easy kicks. Taking them forward. Getting a little bit of movement. Kick them back. Bring yourself off of the back of the chair. Take it back. Good. And then let's go ahead here. Step this left leg out to the side. Let that right leg turn and dip on down. So what I've got going here is I'm going to tuck this leg in close to my chair. I'm going to hang on to the back of my chair so I know that I'm nice and stable. I'm going to curl my back toes under and I'm going to kind of push into the ball of my foot just a little bit. I'm just going to let this knee fall down. I'm going to squeeze this glute, and instead of leaning my stomach forward, I'm going to pull it back and really tuck, almost like a puppy tucking its tail, rounding that hip down and forward. And that is going to give you a nice, really gentle stretch here through the hip flexor, through some of those quadricep muscles. Very good. Nice and light. Nice counter stretch, nice opening of this front hip. When we sit, it is in a shortened position. So we're just opening it back up. We don't want to create a pattern in the body where this muscle is short and tight. It does start creating some problems in the low back. So we want to keep these guys open. Same thing, turn here to the right. Right foot comes forward. Left foot tucks back. Hang onto the back of your chair. Ball of the foot, push into the heel. Bring the body up tall and then tuck those hips forward. Good job. Sometimes that can take a little bit of practice. A good maneuver that I found helpful is to kind of push the tummy back in as you push the booty down and forward, finding that stretch. If you're here and you don't have a super intense stretch, that's actually a really good sign. If you're super tight here, we might want to work on a little bit of releasing for these muscles. Great job here. Take it back to the front. Cross this right leg up and over the left, and then just let yourself Roll forward gently here. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the low back. Come as low as you need to, where it feels good. If you're really, really too far down and it's feeling aggressive, you wanna skip that. You just wanna feel right where it's like, oh, wow, yeah, that's a little tight, but I feel good here. Very good, shoulders relaxed. Neck is looking down at the floor, so we don't want kinks in the spine. Push this left foot into the floor to roll yourself up. Bring that knee on the right side out. So ankle, well, just above the ankle is off of the knee on this left side. Draw the body tall. Very good. Don't push or force anything down. Just let this leg relax. Let it be heavy. Gravity will guide you into the stretch. If you're here and there's no stretch at all, and that knee is pretty parallel with the floor, you can just reach forward to increase that stretch. Very good. This is a great place to take some ankle circles. One direction, and then reverse it around, other way. Push that left foot into the floor to bring yourself back up. You don't want to use the low back. Use that foot. Cross this left leg over the top. Same thing here. Ease yourself forward. Head is looking just slightly down towards the floor. Just right in front of the toes. Keep this spine all in nice alignment. Very good. Push that right foot into the floor to bring yourself back up. Slide this left leg out and bring the chest tall. If you need to deepen the stretch, do so by leaning the chest forward. So we're not slumping down, we're keeping the spine nice and straight here. Ankle circles, if you would like. It's a get to, not a have to. Roll it around, other direction, and then ease yourself on up. Drop that foot to the floor. I know we did not work on upper body today, but let's go ahead and get one nice opening stretch for this upper body as well. Inhale, take those arms all the way up. Stretch those fingertips all the way out, nice and long. And then exhale. Send them out all the way down. When you get down to the bottom, take a good deep breath in. Get nice and long, nice and tall, and then exhale. Let that all go. You have done such a wonderful job today. I am so proud of you, and I definitely appreciate you choosing to do this leg workout with me here today to support your health and fitness goals. I always have more workouts on the way, so again, make sure that you are subscribed so that those are easy to find and you don't have to go hunt them down and search for them. Until I see you guys again, keep making choices that support your fitness and your health. Drink your water, eat the good food, keep these workouts moving, keep your body active. Until I see you guys again, thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait for the next workout.